Good afternoon, y'all. Good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing well today. I know it's not my usual streaming day, but today's a special day. What's up, Kat? What's up, Arctic Valkyrie? I know Monday stream. Shocker, I know. I don't usually stream on Mondays, but we're streaming for a special occasion. First, I should say, shout out ASKA for paying the king's tax, y'all, and sponsoring the stream. The brand new Hearth and Honey ASKA update came out today. So there's a brand new ASKA update. We've played a full run of ASKA on the stream, I think around last year. So it's been a while since we've played some ASKA. But this game's a lot of fun. If you played games, other colony survival management games like the ones we play on the channel, you've probably heard of it, or maybe you've even played it. But I believe it's on sale. I think I have a link pinned in the chat right there. Play ASKA, or check out the link in the description. And that should take you to the game. I believe it is 20% off right now if you don't have it. Hey, what's up, Bond? What's up, Crystal? What's going on, y'all? I don't know if I'm gonna be doing a multiplayer session for this run. I think we'll be doing single player today. But if you guys do want to do some more ASKA streams in the future, be sure to let me know. Pay that king's tax, drop that like or sub, and we might do some more ASKA in the future. Also gonna be posting a video, an ASKA video after stream, so I'll probably make a post about that later. Started playing Windrose after watching a few minutes of you playing. I love pirates. Nice, nice. Now, I'd definitely say this is probably a good time to jump into it. As far as I know, ASKA should be getting a new, I think 1.0 sometime relatively soon. So we got another good colony management game coming out of early access, y'all. So it's exciting. Let's jump straight into it. So last time I played as Ragnar. Today I think I'm playing as ASKA. Now, if you haven't played this game before, you have two separate characters and you do have character customizations available. I'll probably just do default because ASKA looks pretty cool. But if you want to, you could also play as Ragnar. This was my custom Ragnar. But Ragnar is more melee focused, strength focused. I think he has a bit more cold resistance. ASKA's a bit more faster, I think more dexterous, and I think better with range. So I think we're gonna play some ASKA today. ASKA as ASKA. Let's go, let's go. Hey, what's up, Night Night? What's going on? How you doing? Didn't realize it was coming out to 1.0 soonish. Yep. Apparently they're planning on putting a 1.0 out for ASKA soon. Oh, look at it's Yimothy. Goodbye, Yimothy. I wonder if they've done anything with him since I've last played. I don't know if the last time I played, he kind of just showed up and said what's up and left. And I never saw him again. I'll see you soon, Yimothy. So first thing we want to do, I guess, is probably get ready to get some people summoned into... Did I mess with my settings? Hold on. Let me double check and make sure I didn't break anything here. Yeah, this is definitely not right. Let me reset this. I was like, my FOV feels weird. There we go. That feels a bit more correct. All right, so we've crash landed on this island here, and we got to find a place to build our village. I would prefer to find somewhere that has a cave nearby, cave and water. I feel like that's the best combo, but I don't know if we're gonna have as lucky of a location this time around. But we'll grab some resources, pick up some wood, see if we can find some flax. Hey, what's up, Ida? What's going on? Yep, we playing some ASKA today. Just started, so we're grabbing some resources. Uh-oh, I forgot about these guys. Please, don't do this. That's all right, we can melee these guys. These are like the easiest guys you're gonna run into on the island. And they also give us, I think, flax, right? Yeah, we got a little bit of flax. We have enough Jotun's blood to summon the very first person if we want to get somebody. But I think we got to do a couple things before then. I don't think we'll be exploring for very long, because it's probably better to at least get a little base down. Better than nothing if you can't find the right location. But we'll explore. I don't know if I need reeds. We should go inland and see if we can find some berries, garlic, maybe some onions. Give me your fiber monster, please. Oh yeah, there's a heavy attack too. I forgot about that. Watched you stream this on the channel earlier. It was a lot of fun. Happy to see it again. Now this game, I really enjoyed this game. It was a bit of a pleasant surprise. I think I had a couple people on the channel recommend it to me since I play a lot of like colony management games. And this game definitely scratches the itch if you love colony management games like the Dynasty games, Bow Ride, those type of games. Because you're gonna be summoning people, you're gonna have them invited to your village, and then they're gonna be able to gather all your resources for you and do a lot of the similar jobs that you would normally do. Except in a Viking setting, which I don't think we have. I don't think there's a lot of games like that are out right now. At least in terms of colony management games at the third person. What is that? Wisdom Wisp? Hold on. I think that's my little guide. Once you start getting further into the game, you'll run into this like wisdom guide. Wisp, please. Give me your flax. Your fibers. Fibers are going to be very important later, so definitely need to get that. Oh, great wisdom wisp. What's up? What's going on? Press B to build a simple fire. I'll work on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Actually, you know what we should do? We should probably get some basic tools made. So if we get some rope, some sticks, and some stone blades, which I think we can make in our hands. So we can make rope using the fiber. So we'll make 5. We'll make stone blades once we get some stone. Let's look around for some rocks. Some of these rocks I don't think we'll be able to get unless we get a pickaxe, so we may have to look for some rocks on the coast. Never saw you start this game last time. Fun to see how it begins this time. I always love like the brand new starts of these types of games. The beginning is always fun. There's some stone. I see some. Though I was definitely overwhelmed my first time. I was trying to learn the game as I was playing on stream. This time I feel like I at least know a little bit. Because we basically, I think we pretty much beat all the content that was available when we last played. I have like 98% of the achievements. So I feel like I at least know a little bit of what I'm doing here. These guys don't hurt that much, honestly. Even though they get a couple hits on you. Not too bad. We're definitely gonna need more food, though. I think we can make these stone blades now. Make a couple stone blades. And that'll allow us to make the pickaxe. And now we can actually mine rocks and get rocks a lot easier. Now, while we could get these small stone clumps and harvest these, I feel like the best case would be to harvest the Jotun blood shards, because we're going to be needing rocks and we need the Jotun blood. So if we got room, I say let's get both. Yeah, you can also harvest reeds into fiber. The way I built my reed farm last time, I think I went a little overboard. Yeah, there should be some rocks in here. A little bit of rocks and Jotun blood. I think I had 2 farms just farming flax, and the flax or the fiber was literally pouring out of the front of the building. There's just like a giant pile of fiber because we had no room to carry it. But you know what? We had flax for days. Flax for days. We need better equipment for that. Let's make another tool. How about it? Make some more stone blades. Let's get the stone axe. We might need a stone knife. Torch will be more important later. But at least for now we have the main tools. These guys just want me to build a fire. So let's go explore. Let's go look for some food and a location to start our budding village. And while we're around, we'll grab some flax, maybe get some feathers, a wild egg. I'm gonna go, let's go up this coast, I would say. Plays with the 2 of your friends, but felt like didn't actually know how to play as they did a lot of the work. It can definitely ramp up pretty quickly. I've had a lot of people say they played a couple days and then once they finally got used to it, they restarted because now they felt a little bit more comfortable doing it that way. I kind of just went in blind as I usually do. I feel like the main things, at least in terms of stressors, are going to be the winter and then the winter invasions. I think you have like 2 years before you get the winter invasion though. You don't get it your first year. And then winter, I mean, you just need fire and clothing. So this time around, I feel like I'm a lot more prepared because I don't think I really had any clothes for winter last time we did this. Had that happen too. NPCs just can't help but keep harvesting even with no room. Yeah, I had fiber for days. Now farming is definitely, I think I started super late in farming. I think farming should be one of those things you probably get started as soon as you can. I think all we'll need to do is get like a gathering hut. Yeah, right now we're just exploring the map. The map is pretty big. Also, it's a map seed, so if you if you have a new game, the map is always going to change. But you can also just save your seed and use the previous map if you had a map that you already liked. Like, I think my last map seed was so good, I'll probably save that and send it to people for once I post the video, because like I said, I found a location. Oh snap, wolves, please, I have 0 weapons. We can talk about this. Oh god, now is not the time to die. Berries, yummy. Build near a lake. A lake could work, maybe. I kind of wanted to stay near the ocean because then we could build like a harbor around here later. I feel like the sweet spot is right between the ocean and a mine because, yeah, you can just mine without having to move your base. You don't have to like travel. You can have your harbor on the edge. We'll explore the coast a little bit. Looks like it's gonna get dark soon, so we might have to drop down a little campfire. Let's grab some more spruce. Fiber monster, leave me alone. I don't want this. I think if we went inland, we could probably try and find a little lake. Yeah, look at all these reeds out here. There's a lot of reeds on this coast. Here, let's go inland. If we found like a cave around here, this would be like the perfect spot. It's a little hilly right here, but we could chop down these trees, build in this area. We'd be right next to the water. It looks like there's goats we could hunt. Oh, this is a hunting location too. You know what? This isn't. Maybe even without the cave, this might be a good spot. Yeah, we could hunt no problem out here. I think that's what I think that's what we're gonna do. It might be fun trying to do some outposts, make it a little bit more challenging for this run. Because last time we just had one full-on base, and you can have outposts where you go back and forth. Oh, we found a wolf den though. All right, so the wolves. This is where the wolves are. Let's avoid them. Let's go back to the coast and let's build a little campfire. Ooh, berries. Give me those berries. One thing I like about this game that I feel like a lot of these types of games add are almost like an inspect mode. So if you press Z in this game, you have like an inspect mode sense where you can see all the resources and items around the map. I think at night it just looks a lot easier It's a lot more noticeable. So you can see like the goats, the Jotun blood. You can see the natural water collectors. We got some garlic over here. Keep taking some onions. They just want to hug you. I don't want their hugs. I never tamed a wolf pup last time. That was one thing you could do. Is this another den? Yo, there's dens. There's dens everywhere over here. What's going on? This one's empty though, so this might not be awful. I forget if wolf dens repopulate, to be honest. Hey, what's up, Georgina? What's going on? How you doing? How you been? Ooh, what's that? That looks like... Wait, is that the Jotun summoning stone? I'm pretty sure it's like the one of the last bosses, or one of the later bosses you fight. You don't attack me, right? We're chill. We're cool. Yeah, we're cool. we found the Jotun arena already. That's kind of funny. So eventually later you can summon the Jotun boss over here and fight him. This guy was a lot of fun. I remember fighting this guy. Ooh, I think that's also another... We're finding all the locations. That's a bit more ominous, though. Oh, is that one of the... is that one of those jumpy boys? Yep. Oh, snap. What are you doing out here? Okay, I was kidding. I don't want anything to do with you. All right, we're gonna live a little bit away from that guy. Those guys will absolutely destroy your base. Eventually, during winter invasions, you might run into them. So we gotta keep our eyes peeled. That was where we wrecked. Let's go back towards the wreck. Maybe we'll find something along that way, but so far I'm not too impressed by the locations. If anything, I'd probably go up here near the wolf den. Didn't know there was another update. Update officially dropped today, I believe. If you check out the link I have in the pinned comment or in the description, it should take you to the Hearth and Honey content update. From what I know, they added a tier 3 tavern. You can now take your boat across the water to the marshlands and get beehives. And now you can officially like craft mead. Old ruins. I forget what the old ruins had. Are these just like Jotun blood? I'll take that. Thank you. Thank you very much. My wisp is like, just make a campfire already, please. Patience, wisp. We shall make a campfire just yet. Ooh, I like this. All right, this is open. There are skeleton boys. We can have some skeleton neighbors. Keep grabbing a little bit along the way, because we're gonna have to, the first thing that we're gonna be crafting here is, let's see if I can find it. Simple fire, and then we gotta upgrade to campfire. So we have the resources we already need for it. We just need to set it in the location we want to start in. Honestly, I think I'm gonna do this area. This is the area that we, wait a minute, hold on. Never mind, this is a different area. It's a lake. Look at all these reeds around here. It's a bit towards the center of the map. but I've never built around a lake before. I feel like that could be fun. Let's do something different this time. Let's check and see if there are any natural water sources. I see one. Reeds for days. Holy yeah. It's a bit uneven on this side, so building over here could be a problem. So if anything, we got to build on the west side of the lake. Or above it. I think we'll go west side. All right, let's start our little campfire and get ready. Might be a little bit harder to do now since it started raining. I don't think the campfire will light. So we're gonna need a shelter. Let's place it here. All right, let's start with the simple fire. Let's supply with our resources. Adding fuel will not matter because it is raining. So we're gonna have to upgrade to a campfire. We need to get some rocks. And then we'll build the shelter. So let's go find some stone. I don't think I can mine this. I need like a bigger one. You're looking for big clumps or Jotun stone? I think there's some Jotun stone right here. The glowing blue rocks are your friends. All right, we want a smaller one. Without a PC at the moment, so I haven't played the new stuff yet. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, we haven't played this game since I think that last update, or that last run we did on the channel where we played from beginning to end. I think I posted a couple ASKA videos since. But you know, it's nice to be invited back to try it again. Shout out Thunderful for paying the King's tax and sponsoring the stream. Like I said, we'll also be posting a video later today. But if you guys do want to see me play more of this game, just on my own, be sure to leave a like on the stream or a like on the video. This game is a lot of fun. I do enjoy this game. Colony management games are like my favorite types of games to play. Need to prep for bed, snooze mode, but we'll be watching. Sounds good, Cat. Appreciate you lurking. Always good chatting with you as well. Hope you have a good night. We'll also be doing some streaming tomorrow, but we'll probably be doing something different. I think there's a new update for something that we'll be doing then. What is this? What do you say, Wisdom Wisp? He's just telling me to upgrade. The Wisdom Wisp is basically just your basic tutorial guy, so I don't think I really need him, considering we've done this before. Well, the rain ended, so good news. If we want to use the campfire, we can. But what we should do is upgrade it once more to a fire cover and then a barbecue. Or let's do fire cover. Yeah, let's do fire cover. So for this we need, let's pin the recipe so we can see what we need. Sticks, bark, and rope. Rope's pretty easy. I believe we have plenty of fiber from the fiber monsters. What are those fiber guys called, by the way? I don't know their name. The fiber wisps. September last time. Yeah, it's been about 6 months. A little over 6 months. I was pleasantly surprised by the ASKA run our very first time. I kind of jumped into it blind. You know, let's just chop down a tree. Let's chop down a young fir tree. This should give us bark, and I think it'll give us sticks. Maybe it'll give us a long stick too. Or we need the big trees for that. Now we got long sticks from here. We've officially survived day one, though we're spending most of the time exploring. Resin might be important, but my inventory is full, so we gotta drop something. Or let's throw stuff on the campfire and then come back and pick it up. Throw that down. We just need a bark, 2 bark and some sticks. Would I chop that tree down? I lost it already. As far as I remember, I think most of the items will stay on the ground if you leave them there. I think outside my village, because of my woodworkers, there was just like sticks and resin and bark just everywhere. I need to find a good way to set up a person to pick up all of the resources on the outside. So we might have to set up a system for that. Grab some more bark, grab some more sticks. That'll be enough for the cover here. And now we need a hammer to start building. Let's get the next tool. All right, with our little rolling pin hammer. Oops, I didn't mean to drop it. We can start building. I no longer feel as strong. I'm a little hungry. I'm a little thirsty. Now, since this is a lake, I think we can actually drink from this. Can we? No? I got wet. All right, we can't drink from it. I was gonna say it's technically not salt water, so maybe we could. Doesn't look like it though. We might have to stick to the little rocks in the ground. But that's kind of why I started one near a natural water resource. They should make it so you can drink from lakes though. I feel like that'd be a cool change. They would probably have to add a whole new system in terms of water gathering though, because the wells are built specifically to go on top of the rocks, from what I remember. Speaking of water, let's build a rain collector. Rain collector, let's put this right here. We're gonna need a hoe to flatten the land. So we need some stone blades and some more sticks. So let's go get some rocks. What I really need is a storage. So you know what? These will just stay here, so they're not gonna go anywhere. So we can just like leave a couple things on the ground around our fire until we get a chest or something. Stone clump. I need a weaker clump. Like you. It might be better to go and break down the big rocks versus like maybe the smaller stone clumps. But I think this early it should be fine. We still get the large stone output out of it, because these eventually are going to be important. I don't think I'm going to be using one just yet, but I'm gonna gobble all the loot that I can. That's what I do best. Put the rock down. Doesn't feel that long ago. Time really flies. It really does, doesn't it? All the little adventures we be going on. That is cool that they're still doing updates. I don't know if they've announced when exactly, but I know 1.0 is only around the corner for this game. So I imagine we'll be checking out some more ASKA around then. Maybe we'll do like that's when we could do like a multiplayer ASKA thing. I think of a lot of the colony survival games, this is one that we haven't really done multiplayer on the channel. More stone, please. Stone needed. I think once we get the shelter and the rain collector, the goal is going to be hiring our first person so we can get someone working. Because I think it'll be a lot better if we had someone gathering some resources for us. Whether it be chopping wood or gathering food. I think that was enough stone. I believe we also needed young fir trees. So let's chop down a couple of these. Been tempted to try this game, but never gave it a shot. It's definitely seems like it's getting a lot more polished than it was before. I think there's been an update or maybe 2 updates since we last played, where they added a lot of water stuff and ship things. I heard they added giant like fish monsters in the ocean, which me with my thalassophobia is not too great, but from what I heard, it's not that bad. It's not like Subnautica levels of underwater horror that you're gonna be dealing with, thankfully. Unless they decide to change it later. Prioritize a forager. Forager is what leads us to the farm, right? Because that's kind of what I want to lead up to. Obviously, we're gonna need the Eye of Odin, which we get once we finish the shelter. But yeah, woodcutter, stone cutter, gatherer. But where is? Let me look through these. I remember there was a lot of stuff to build here. Gatherer hut, fisherman's hut, hunting tavern, workshop farm. Here we are. So for farm, we're gonna need a gatherer hut. So I think that's what we're going to set up first. Or at least that's what I'd like to set up first. Get some more rope. Let's get these stone blades. Because we also need the hoe. Build up a hoe. And let's equip it and we can start fixing this land here. All right, rain collector just needs long sticks and regular sticks. I got 2 long sticks here. And let's go get some regular sticks. We need another young fir tree, so let's chop one more down. Prioritize foraging, you mean with villagers? Yeah. Markers have changed a lot since I played last too, which I think are really cool. I'll talk about it a bit more in the video, but the last time I played, you'd have to have the markers down separately, depending on what they were gathering in the area. And now you can set them up so that one marker can be marked for almost any job, aside from I think patrols. So that'll save you a lot of sticks and rope when putting down markers. All right, one more stick and we got our rain collector. Let me grab a bush. One marker to rule them all. Now, I remember we were building them like crazy last time. All right, rain collector is a go. Let's build it up. Now, I believe it might not actually have to rain for this thing to fill up. And it might just fill up over time unless they changed it. But at least for now, we have a little water supply. Next, we should build up the shelter, because I think this is what's going to get us the gathering hut. So I'll put this. Didn't I also build under a big willow tree last time? Let's put the shelter under the willow tree. Like good old times. First, we got to level up the ground here. Leveling's important later, especially when it comes to changing the floors, because you can add roads. And roads will actually help you move around a lot faster and you'll use a lot less stamina. I think we have a couple long sticks around here lying around. For those that do play ASKA, I'm curious if you guys prefer to play either as ASKA or Ragnar. Because last time I played as Ragnar, I wanted to see if it changed at all playing as ASKA. I don't think we did a lot of ranged fighting or using bows a lot. So I think this time I want to be a bow focus. Be interesting to see how management works with the shit in battling to huge fish things. I actually haven't seen if you can fight them. I assume you can. Only ever play as ASKA. I don't know which one's technically better. I don't know if it really matters which one is better. I feel like it's more about whatever your play style is at the time, right? Or your preference. I don't think it completely changes the game. It's just like your base stats. And then as you play the game, you can level up your stats naturally. So if you do have a focus, you can still get your skills higher than, you know, Ragnar's base melee if you play ASKA's melee. It's just going to take a little bit more time to level it up. Play as ASKA's I'm Omen. Don't normally choose male characters in games. I've always liked to jump back and forth. I don't know why. Spice things up every once in a while, but usually my first run I play as a guy. All right, it looks like we have everything for... Actually, we don't. No, we need sticks. We need sticks for the shelter. Pine cone. Got some sticks left on the ground over here. Takes more of the dwarf spruce, and that should be enough for our shelter, which means I think we can start building up the Eye of Odin. That means we can finally start bringing people into the village. The creature's called a slambakur. It acts like a killer whale. I've seen screenshots of it. It's kind of horrifying. I mean, I know I have, you know, more of an aversion to water than probably most people, but I saw that and I was like, oh, that thing's bigger than the boat. Oh, we need bark. I forget sometimes things have levels. It's like even though you'll add things then build it up, there'll be like another section. So this one had 3. So this is gonna be the third one. It got dark real quick all of a sudden. All right, throw those down. Let's build up the shelter once and for all. And maybe we'll add like another fire around here. Could also do the well now. Yeah. Flimsy torch. We probably don't need a flimsy torch for now. Eye of Odin's pretty cheap, I would say. Let's put the Eye of Odin. I kind of wish I put the Eye of Odin right at the lake right there, because that would have been kind of a cool approach. I'm gonna put it right here. Eventually, I guess we could move it if we wanted to, but it's not that big of a deal. All right, we get the Eye of Odin started, and let's also get the well started. There was a well marker right here. I really like the pinning recipes because you can actually see everything that you need and what you have. So as you start gathering things, it'll change the number. So let's go get some more rocks. We're gonna need 16 rocks. It's getting cloudy and a bit chilly. You don't say. It's gonna be spring for 3 more days, so it's not close to winter. But if we can at least try and get prepared as soon as possible, that would be best. We'll still have a couple seasons where we can do a little bit of farming and get ready. I'm kind of worried that we might not get enough flax in time, or if we'll get the farm set up before spring ends. See what happens though. Got fingers crossed there isn't a smoker spawn too close. When I was running around, I didn't see a smoker spawn, but I did see those deer. There's like deer right across the river. There was like deer over here. I think to the south there were like skeletons. I might have my map all completely flipped upside down. There were some unique things around. We're not as close to the ocean this time, so that might be a problem for later when we want to set up like harbors and stuff. But realistically, we could just walk. I think it'd be more fun to try and do multiple bases, because last time we just had one big base. And from what people were saying, you could have like sectioned off areas where people will gather resources and bring them back to the main base. All right, more sticks, more stone. We need a lot of sticks. Now, you're definitely gonna be grinding a little bit at the start. But that's why we're trying to get the Eye of Odin as soon as possible. Because the first person we can get, we could just build up a job for him and have him start gathering for us. And then once we have villagers basically gathering the main resources, we can focus more on the logistics or exploring and finding some locations we need to explore and find. Hey, what's up, Orc-Res? Love me some ASKA. Well, you're in luck then, because ASKA just dropped a surprise update today. They've added mead production. They've added a tier 3 tavern. I think they added some beehives. They added like honey and stuff like that. I don't think, from what I heard at least, I don't think I can go back to my old save and continue it. Because I think around the time they added the water stuff, end of last year, it added like a bunch of new islands. And because of the map seed, I don't think it added new islands. But I usually like to start a new run when a new update comes out, just to kind of see if the progression or things have changed along the way. I wonder if that would mess with my goated map seed. I still think the map seed I had for my very first run was probably just a luck, like a fluke, but I felt like it was probably one of the best ones I could get. Could play with the outposts, would be some fun management. Yeah, I want to try and challenge myself some more. I feel like the first run was me learning the game mostly. This time I feel like I should master the village management. Eye of Odin needs 2 rocks. Let's get the rocks first, because then we can start the summon. I believe summoning takes 5-8 minutes per summon. I got injured while working. That's no good. Yeah, if that is correct, then I'm kind of curious. I wonder if I used my old map seed, if I loaded it again, if it would be completely different, or if it would just populate new islands. That might be a fun experiment for later. See what happens. All right, let's build up this Eye of Odin and let's get our first villager. We need some help up in here. Now that we have the Eye of Odin, we need to grab 5 Jotun's blood, because this is what we're going to use to summon our first friend. We're going to shove him in. Summon. All right, our first 2 options, our very first villager could be either Liv or Barn. Liv has daylight devotion. I improve my spiritual practice in the light of day, making them more effective and powerful, along with steadfast resolve. I possess unwavering mental fortitude, which makes me immune to anxiety, allowing me to remain resolute and focused even in the face of adversity. That sounds kind of cool. Blossom Tender have a unique ability to nurture and cultivate plants during spring season, significantly boosting crop yields. And also a battle-scarred veteran, I've endured conflicts and skirmishes. My scars have toughened me, enhancing my overall skill. Oh, I think I'm going for Barn. Because I like the farming, but battle-scarred veteran, if I remember, was pretty good. Daylight devotion, I feel like, is kind of situational, depending on if it's not raining. Steadfast resolve is also really good. So we gotta pick one. I think I'm gonna go with Barn. Barn could be a farmer. She also sounds good. Yeah, they're both, honestly, they're both pretty good. The big worry is gonna be what their last 3 skills are. So let's summon Barn, and let's pray his last 3 skills are not too terrible. Oh, we only have to wait 3 minutes. I guess for our first villager, we don't have to wait as long. Maybe it's just as you play, the number goes on, or the time it takes to summon them takes longer and longer. I think I forgot about that. Would be interested to see if the seeds have changed too. The last one you had was so good, would love to use it again. You know, that kind of reminded me. The last run we did, we had a little bug where we had, you might remember, the muscle bug, where one day we just all of a sudden just had, I think, our full raw food silo just filled with mussels. And I feel like that carried us really early, so I didn't have a lot of food problems at the start. This time, I feel like we will not be as lucky. Which is why I want to start the farm as soon as possible. So I think once we get our first villager, we're going to build the gather huts. And then we're going to build a farm. And then Barn will be in the farm. We need more sticks. Oh, look, it's a smoker. And he's got a horn. Don't you run from me, smoker. I'm taking you home with me, boy. I love how you just like yoink him and pick him up. Come on down, smoker. Let me show you something. I don't really have a weapon to fight you is the problem, so I'm gonna have to use my fists, unfortunately. All right, just wait here for a second. No, you come back here. Let me make sure my weapon is away when I pick him up, because I think I gotta swing at him like as soon as possible. Why are you running? I forgot what the trick was. Like, you could like put him facing the wall and then swing at him, but yo, this guy. There we go. Get a couple hits on him. Try using the axe. All right, let's do it. The last time I hunted a smoker, I was already in the end game, so finding a smoker with horns this early is kind of a good thing. All right, here's the deal, smoker. You need to stop moving right there, and you need to let me harvest that horn off of you. You slow down. I think they slow down once they get lower HP. There we go. It's over, smoker. Barn's feeling quite hungry. Please tell me you dropped the horn. There's a chance they don't. Fingers crossed. I don't see a horn, y'all. Well, better luck next time, I guess. At least we know they're near, though. A good sign from the gods. At the very least, we know they're nearby. All right, let's check out Barn's new skills. Greetings, Barn. You are a rocker. You are proficient in stone mining, but you eat more than normal villager. You have an innate sense of when to drink and how to conserve water, reducing my daily water consumption. And you are a proficient archer, but regain stamina at a slower rate. The stamina thing is not that great, but honestly, I think I love your skill set. We could have him be a barn worker, or we could have him in the stone cutter hut. So let's put Barn in here for now. He'll be living in the shelter. And I think he'll start helping us build things now. Yeah. So welcome to the team, Barn. This is our very first villager. Without setting him to a job, his job is going to be assigned to builder. So I think he's just gonna help build and craft things. So we need to give him something to do. Probably the gatherer pit. This is gonna be how we get the farm unlocked. So let's put these. I'm gonna put the gatherer a little bit in the trees, I think. We want to make sure we have a little bit of room, because I think this building might get extended later. Okay, let's put it right here. This is a good spot. Basic production gathering pits. All right, let's level this out. I don't think I have a hoe for you, so oh no, wait, I guess he has one on his own. Lucky me. But yeah, see, without even telling him what to do, he will go on his way and start working on the base or whatever needs to be built. So I'll add a bunch of stuff. If he can find the long sticks on the ground, he might get them. I don't think he'll chop down trees though, so it's not like he'll go out of his way and do everything. You'll need to have a woodcutter to do that. Oh, I said trouble with the smokers because they were so fast. Yeah, they are pretty quick. I'm wondering if a ranged weapon will make it a lot easier. As soon as I get the opportunity to make a bow, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, he could be a hunter too. He could pretty much do like 3 jobs, honestly. I still think I'm gonna set him as a gatherer at the start. Once we get the farm, I'll probably move him over. It really depends on who we get next as a summon, which honestly, we should probably get that started, right? We should waste no time. I'm gonna need to get some more rocks though, and maybe another shelter. So let's go get some more Jotun stone. Jotun blood. This one's too big. Too big. Looking for a small one. Yo, what's with all the big Jotun blood rocks around here? I see 3 of them. Wait, there we go. All right, please give me 2. That's all I need. Hey, what's up, Lusa Laura? What's going on? Keep getting triggered when you say his name. Barn. Bon. Coincidence? I think I only got one from that. Shame, shame. All right, we gotta get another one. Yeah, another small Jotun rock around here. Now, if we keep an eye on the, I guess, the build, I think there are some stone or some long sticks on the ground. So I'm wondering if he's actually gonna pick them up and do something with them. It might only happen if we have like a warehouse where you can pull them out of. But I guess we'll see. What's my best game? Like my favorite game? Like to stream or to play personally? Because it'd probably be a different answer. Bro's just looking at the build. What do you think about it, Barn? I'm getting quite hungry. Don't worry, I'll pick up the log. As long as you finish the build for me. We gotta build another shelter for the next person, so I'll leave this to him. Now he'll definitely do the next part for that. And then we'll get a second shelter, probably also around the tree, if it'll fit. Level the ground. Let's add that so we can see. And we gotta add some more long sticks onto it. But let's finish the summon. Gustav or Yrsa. Gustav has stout constitution, less prone to illnesses like cold, sore throat, intoxication, and food poisoning due to my strong immune system. And I run longer and I sleep more often. Sleeping more often doesn't sound that great. But Yrsa has iron stomach, can endure extreme hunger without experiencing severe mood penalties, making me more resilient during food shortages. And she's got lumberjack strength, possessing exceptional speed and efficient when felling trees. Say less. Yrsa, get over here. I want those trees. Now I want the trees. I want the trees. We need to get gatherers set up more efficiently at first. Personally, my favorite game. Ooh, that's a good one. Personally, my favorite game, I think the one that has most, I don't know, sentimental value for me would probably be like Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. I grew up a lot on the old BioWare games, so KOTOR, KOTOR 2, Mass Effect, early 2010s like 360 games just hit different for me. Assassin's Creed with Ezio is probably like my favorite game series, or probably the one I've played the most. Because I just loved Ezio and his story. I haven't played them in a long time though. I feel like the game that I probably played the most though in my personal time is probably... It changes a lot. Lately it's been Crusader Kings. I do a lot of... I play a lot of medieval games on and off stream. It's like my video game junk food. Medieval and survival crafting games. Never gets old for me. I need more sticks and we need some more rope. You and your hubby tried ASKA a while ago. Felt like it needed to cook a little longer, but it's looking fun now. I don't feel like I didn't have a lot of problems with my last run. But to be fair, I think the game came out in early access a couple years ago, right? So the game's definitely gotten a couple years to polish up. I usually like seeing the progression of how games slowly but surely get better and better. One of my favorite things, seeing the journey that some early access games go through. I finished that shelter for our new villager barn. Really enjoyed watching your Medieval Dynasty hours and hours. Now Medieval's fun. We'll be playing more of that in the summer, probably, when the update comes out. It has been a hot minute. All right, let's throw the bark onto the shelter. Let's build it up. And then I think our next person should be ready. Yep. Irsa has joined the village. Irsa, let's see your skills. Irsa has a Storm Rider Unease. I'm weather sensitive and had a reduced production during heavy rain. That's not good. Summer Angler. During the summer season, my fishing skills are peak. Possess an innate understanding of fish. All right, that's good. So she's good at fishing. She's bad during storms. And she excels in the darkness, feeling a mood boost when active at night. So you want to be a night worker. You know, we could do that. Let's set up, let's just fix her schedule right now. I'm changing this lady to nights because she likes nights. So what I'm going to do is let's add some leisure on the ends here. I guess she'll sleep 1, 2, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if they've changed how leisure activities work. But last time how we did it was we would have them work for 12 hours. They would have 2 hours of leisure at the beginning and end of their work period. And then they'd sleep a full 8 hours. And I think that kept them happy. If I wanted to, I guess I could give them an extra leisure period early on because it's not really nighttime probably until 8-ish, but it should be fine. I feel like they'll manage. Let's assign Irsa into the new shelter here. So both have their own places. Let's add some fuel onto the campfire and see if we can add that barbecue. If we want to get some food, we might need to get a barbecue going. So now that we have a day to night person, eventually this guy's gonna go to bed and we'll have Irsa helping us at night. Trees for days, trees for days. The nice thing is we actually built around birch trees, which we're gonna need later. So hopefully we won't have to travel too far to get birch, unless it's just like a little area. No, I see some over there. Did not find any sticks. Hold your horses, people. I'm looking for them. In fact, let's set you up. Let's set you up here. Manage workers. Barn, you are about to go to bed. So I'm gonna set Irsa in here. And then Irsa will go gather, provided we have resource markers, but we're going to need some sticks. So let's grab another stick. And let's put this patrol marker. The base starts with one, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have one in this area already, and they should be gathering. Yeah, foraging. I'm gonna turn everything up. So now that we have this down, anything that's in this circle, a villager who has a job will gather any of those resources in that area. Let's put another one down though, because I think we'll need a couple. It's pretty cheap. It's only a stick and a stone. So let's walk over to the other side of the lake. And then see, probably drop it right there. I try to cover as much ground if possible, but we might have some that are overlapping. It's not that big of a deal. All right, I'll put one right there, build it up. And now we have a second resource marker. So now the villagers will gather resources in both of these circles. How about it? How about it? Hey, what's up, M. Levesque? What's going on? Liked watching you play that MMO Dungeons type of game. Don't remember what it was called. MMO Dungeons. What MMO dungeon game did I play? Enshrouded? I think the only games I can think of where I've done like dungeons would be Enshrouded and then like the one WoW stream we did last year. But I don't think we did any dungeons. This is all flax. I need spruce. We need sticks, y'all. New update looks intriguing. Haven't played in a while myself, but do love how many new games you discover through streamers you watch. Picking the good ones. These are the games I usually enjoyed playing off stream before I started streaming. Like I said, I have like 600 hours in Ark, 300 hours in Conan. Survival crafting games and medieval games are like my favorite games. So those are my favorite ones to play on the channel here. And ASKA is right up that alley. It's Viking, so it's close enough to medieval. And it's survival crafting and it's got colony management. It basically hits all the check boxes of games I like. Settlement issues. 80% of my structures are defenseless. 100% of my structures are not enclosed in walls. I think that's okay. I don't think that's a priority right now. One thing we could do though, cook up some food. We need to add some fuel, ignite it. And now we're roasting some goods. It's only been 2 days. We've barely eaten, aside from like a couple berries and onions out of the ground. Was it WoW? Looked fun. It might have been. I think WoW is probably my most played game of all time. I started playing that game when I was like 11, and I've put in a literal 1 year of time playing World of Warcraft in my entire life. I was gonna do the hardcore stuff if they were doing that, but the hardcore thing got canceled. So if I ever played WoW again, it might be like when they drop Wrath Classic or Classic Plus. Maybe Classic Plus, honestly. I doubt that'll be until either the end of the year or next year, though. I think an MMO or like I like having games where we can do multiplayer stuff similar to this one, where we can have like a group and then just all play together. I feel like we've been doing that a lot more lately on the channel. All right, we are cooking, y'all. I should extinguish, I believe, else it'll be burnt. But I'll put it back in there. And then I can eat this cooked onion. Cooked onion, yummy. Let's go, let's go. I'm thirsty. Drink from our water collector here. Maybe a couple times. I like Bellwright. Bellwright's probably... I really like that one. That one's fun. That might also have a summer update later we may try out. Ooh. Can I build a box yet? What do I need to build a warehouse? I believe that is what we need for... Or you know what we could do? If we build the woodcutter pit, I believe we can place all of the wood cutting supplies around the pit. So let's put a wood cutting pit right here. We have somebody that's already ready to be a woodcutter. So if we get this pit set up, we can put her in here. There should be a place to place your resin and your sticks. Throw some supplies down. We're gonna need more long sticks. Luckily, we've chopped a couple trees down already, so we might not have to chop anymore. Shove one here. Here's another one. This happens when you hit your late 20s, early 30s. I've always enjoyed survival crafting games, I guess. I played Rust when it first came out. I wasn't a huge fan of it because of the raiding stuff, but I think Ark was probably my very first survival crafting game that I got sucked into. And that came out in what, 2015? I was probably like 20, 21. But yeah, I definitely play a lot more of these days. I grew up a lot on those like colony management games. If you ever played like the Sierra games, Zeus, Poseidon, Cleopatra, Pharaoh, Caesar, Emperor. And these ones I feel like kind of scratch that same itch because you still have like the village management, but it's at like a third person perspective. So I feel like I'm a lot more immersed in these games than the ones that are played at like the God's eye point of view. Oh, right here, right here. Sticks, build it up. Have I played Pact Day? I think I have it, but I haven't played it. Maybe one of these days. All right, we got stick storage, bark storage, thatch storage, and long stick storage. No resin storage. I thought there would be some resin. Maybe we gotta upgrade it for resin. How's the settlement? Settlement seems fine. I'm gonna give one of our other guys, or rather, I'm gonna give Irsa this job. I'm gonna swap. And then I'm gonna have Barn. He's gonna be in this building when he wakes up. Now we should get another person. We should be trying to get maybe at least one person a day at the start. Maybe at one every other day. I think the faster the better. Because these guys are going to be what really exponentially ramps up your production. Five of them? We need like 5. I think the small ones only give 2, so we gotta get a couple of them. Originally discovered you through Medieval through another YouTuber, but your original best art video popped up and been a Sir J fan ever since. Hell yeah, dude. No, that's awesome. I think we'll probably do another village tour in the summer too. I think that would be fun. I think they're adding new items, so we gotta do a... Oh my god! Smoker! Where is your father? Where is a horned one? I like how it screams. Where is it? Where are they? It's just 3 female smokers. I think we don't have a horned one. All right, you shall live today, smokers, but as soon as you have or find a male, I'm coming for his smoker horns. Look at him. I shall claim you. I shall pet you. Eventually we can make a smoker pen and tame smokers and then get like milk and food off of them. That's one thing I really like about this. You can get like a wolf pet, you can get smokers, you can get, I think there was another animal they added last update that I haven't tried out. What was it called? One second, I'll find him. Sickling pen? I don't know how to say that word. They look like dodos though, right? I believe they're like similar to dodos. Maybe like big birds. Let's drink up here. I need one more stone. I see one right there. No, I totally get that, Crystal. I had a lot of people come up to me when I played the game because I didn't know about that when I first started playing the game. But I'll be honest, I think those devs have done a really good job on the game. Even regardless of their publishers, I think. Uh-oh. A pack of hungry smokers is approaching. After everything I've done for you, you would treat me like this? You're going to eat my food? This means war, then. Smokers, come on down. I got this knife ready for you. You. Did you just eat my berries? My garlic? Come over here again, I dare you. Come get this food. Don't do it. You stay over there. You leave my gathering berries alone. Yep, go away. Turn around. Unless you want to be our next meal, turn around. Hey, what's up, Autumn? What's going on? How you doing? Can I pet that dog? I think if I just watch him, because I don't have walls or anybody to protect. As long as I watch them, they should stay away from the food. I'm keeping an eye on you. I'm gonna go get this stone. But if I see you approach, you know what's gonna happen. They're taunting me over there. Oh, he's going in. Go get him. What do you think you're doing? Get him. I can't grab him. He's too fast. They're too fast. They're gonna eat all my onions and garlic, my pine cones. Actually, we got a lot of berries. I ain't sharing. Turn around, turn around. Okay, they're leaving. Okay. All right, we're safe for the day. Wait, what are you doing? You thought you could get away from me? Sacrifices need to be made. I know it's partially my fault because, you know, it's not my fault. Come back here. Why are you running? Yo, you're fast. Holy, he's fast. Bro, he's sprinting. I think he's gone. All right, you get to live today, I guess. Next time you won't be so lucky. Hey, what's up, Drex? What's going on, man? So you returned to ASKA? Yep. Shout out Thunderful ASKA devs for paying the king's tax and sponsoring the stream, y'all. If you guys want to see the game, I think it's 20% off right now. Check out the link in the description or in the pinned comments. But yeah, we did a full run of ASKA last year. So we've done a little bit of ASKA on the channel before. I think I've made a comparison video with this game and Medieval. So I'm definitely not unfamiliar with ASKA. We've done a little bit with this game. And it's a lot of fun. Now that they've gotten a couple new updates out since, we might have to do a full run one of these days. I think we're gonna do multiplayer for a full run now. You're still sleeping. Oh yeah, we gotta summon the next person. All right, now it's between Hilda and Ase. Hilda is a summer angler, retired bowman. Ase has summer angler, soggy discomforts. Hilda. You're both basically the same, but one has soggy discomfort and one is a retired bowman. So I'll take the bowman. Let's get another shelter built up for her, because we're gonna need another shelter. Keep putting them around the tree for now. Let's level the land. Smokers are the loot goblins in the game. They're trying to gobble my loot. That's my loot they're gobbling up. I don't appreciate that. But it's okay. They'll be back, I'm sure. But we'll deal with them later. Oh, we can build the tavern already. This was not in the game when I played last. The tavern. Stores and distributes cooked food, allows villagers to eat together, serves tier 1 food. Provide the full belly buff when eating at the table, increasing maximum hunger capacity. Allows characters to go on longer without the need to eat. The tavern house, though, this is brand new. An improvement on the tavern hut, also serves mead, serves 1 to 4 tier food, provides full belly tier 3 buff, and also increases area desirability. So yeah, there is a new tavern tier. There are, I think, beehives now that you can get in the marshlands if you get the boat. And then you can start generating honey to make mead and alcohols. If you crouch, you can get closer to them. I'll have to try that next time I see them. Next time they dare step foot in my land. What did you do? What did you say? Are you mocking me? You shouldn't have mocked me, smoker with horns. You fool. You thought you could get away? You should have eaten my berries. It would be funny if the smokers with horns would attack you, or if there was like an alpha smoker. It would be kind of funny. I apologize, smoker, but I need one of those horns on your head. So if you could drop that, I would have really appreciate that. Your family line won't have to keep dying if you just simply give me the smoker horn. A dire smoker, exactly. We need some dire smokers. Hilda has arrived. What is Hilda? Snow Strider, green thumb. She has a talent for farming and gardening. Perfect. Monk body, I eat less, but I also have a smaller health pool. Not perfect. So you'll probably just be a gatherer. Simple as that. Let me just shove some of these resources in here. Let's gather a couple more sticks. We got somebody helping already. Perfect. We might leave one of them as a builder just so we have some help in the background in terms of putting items onto the new workplaces. Have a migraine earlier, dealing with some after effects of it, but just relaxing after work. Haven't seen some live gameplay of ASKA. It's also a pretty game. Now this game does look really good. It's not as, there's a bit of fantasy aspects to it, so it's not like authentic Viking era, but it's definitely like super Viking inspired. So there's definitely a lot to like about this game. And the colony management is pretty in depth. So if you love having like villagers that you can recruit and have work in your, are you approaching my, you better not be approaching my food again, smokers. All right, maybe these smokers live a little too close. The good news is we're never running out of food. The bad news is our food source is gonna be eating our food. I love how ASKA looks too. And I think from the last update, so last time I played this game, I had to turn the music off because I don't think it was cleared. But I think this time I got a thing that said the music was cleared, so we actually get to listen to the music and ambience a bit more. Oh, they already got the stick. Never mind then. Put that back. Rope, I'm gonna have to make this because I don't think we have anybody that makes rope. But I can make rope. Grab a stick. Grab some bark maybe. I don't think I need bark yet. When I pass most of my day driving, don't drink much water, and then the migraine is certain for you. I feel like I recall having something like that happen when I used to do commutes back in California. 8 bark for the shelter. We got bark on the ground, I believe. I don't know about 8, but we can find 8. Yeah, see now we're gonna be seeing a lot more just trees and stuff on the ground because I think we have somebody who's actively chopping down trees. Holy smokers. Their numbers are getting bigger. Maybe build a fence. A fence might help. It might be a little too early to deal with fences, though. It's probably better just to kind of deal with it and persist, get through it. Once we're more, I would say, established, we'll build some walls around the base. But for now, we'll just keep an eye on the basket whenever smokers attack. Because I think they're the only ones that are going to take from us. The wolves will attack us, but they won't steal our food. It's just the smokers that steal. Consider building a workshop pit to start producing equipment for your woodcutter pit's workers. Workshop pits, you say? Well, let's see what we have and what we need. Tools, woodcutter. We don't have a stone cutter. We don't have a tavern. We could start building some fences, I guess. It's not like they're expensive. Literally just sticks and rope. All right, so workshop pit. For a workshop pit, we're gonna need stone cutter. So we gotta get all of the basic productions first. So stone cutter, let's place this. So I got wood right there. Let's put the stone cutter over here. If I have them a little bit away from each other, each one has their own like patrol marker. So then they can all just use this patrol marker to gather. Last time I built them kind of close to each other. I don't think it's that necessary to have them close to each other. The main thing I want to focus on is having central storage for warehouses. If we have like 3 or 4 large storages in the center, moving resources around is going to be a lot easier. All these cool games, I need to hire someone to do my job soon to play them all. I know, right? It's that time. I feel like around springtime, spring and summer, they're like usually like big game announcements or like sales and stuff. Like, for example, today was the start of like Medieval Fest on Steam. So a bunch of medieval games, including ASKA, are on sale right now. I think I linked it in Discord. I have like 80% of them though. Shocker. Okay, so we're being attacked by, we got a blood moon rising, you probably just saw. That means we're going to be attacked by a couple of zombies. Now, I don't have a lot of weapons, but I have my axe here, so I think this will have to do for now. Oh, just keep swinging. He's stunned. All right, they kind of hurt. All right, we can eat garlic, and that should give us some health back. And then we can harvest these guys, and I think they drop bones. Oh, my garlic just spoiled. All right, so much for that. I'm also poisoned, so I'm taking damage. That's not good. Okay, let me go check and see if we have any vegetables in here that I can eat. Feeling better. Eat some garlic. Gain a little bit of HP. I'm just gonna eat it all because I think it stacks. Yeah, we got 4 stacks of garlic, so that's gonna heal us up. Loving the music, so chill. Yeah, I'm glad to hear the music more often now when it pops up. Because last time I feel like we just played in complete like ambience and silence. These guys only drop bones? Yeah, it's mostly, I guess, just bone fragments. I think we need those for... I think you can make, like, arrows with bones. So we might have some use for it. We're gonna need a lot more rope. So we need some fiber. Grab some of this garlic out of the ground. Let's look for some flax. We're looking for flowers. So like this. This should be flax. This looks like flax. Is this flax? Yeah, this is flax. All right, then we can make 10 rope with this. And then we just need the long sticks. Once we get the stone cutter, then we can start building the workshop, which allows us to build like tools and clothes. A lot of things come out of the workshop. It's gonna be like probably one of the more important buildings you have, at least in terms of production. Gasp, you have medieval games? Surprise! The YouTuber named Sir Jaywalker, who focuses on medieval games, has a lot of medieval games. Yo, how did we get so far away from the base? Going medieval is so much fun. I think I've played like a dozen hours of Going Medieval. I have to check. That's one medieval game I haven't played on the channel, but I definitely have it. Why are you throwing the sticks? Stop throwing them sticks. I put it out here, didn't I? Yeah, I put it out in the middle of nowhere. Do you only have tier 1 memberships? Probably a silly question, but I don't see a way to upgrade it. I should have 3 separate tiers. I think like a $1, a $5, and I think a $10? 10 or 20, I don't remember. I think, I don't know if I have the bot, do it, but I think if I press !join, I might have a bot that sets up a link that shows it up. I need to configure Ye old Nightbot a bit more. Nightbot 3000. Yeah, I don't think I have that command up. There might be like a little join button on the front page or on the around the stream, but if not, that's all I can really think of at the moment. They also drop a blood too. Oh, okay. I guess I forgot about that. Playing Windrose Day? Nope, not today. Probably on Thursday. Probably play some on Thursday. Nah, today we're just doing a little ASKA stream. I'll also be posting a ASKA video after the stream. So if you want a couple tips or some mistakes, learn from some mistakes I've made along the way of playing this game, I'll probably make a post about that in Discord and on the YouTube community page. You know, it was funny. It's a little off topic, but I was watching a YouTuber this morning called Historically. Not sponsored, by the way, not sponsored Historically. But he basically does like, it's like one of those types of people that do animated history, like where they like talk about time periods and stuff. So I think they do videos where they talk about like, I don't know, people in Viking history or people in pirate history. I was watching one that had to do with like pirates and Blackbeard. That was kind of interesting. Are you guys eating my stuff? You get away from my resources. Are you serious? There's no way you're eating rocks. There's no way you're actually eating rocks. Yeah, there's nothing in here. I swear if you guys can actually eat rocks, I will go to war with the smokers. It's gonna be like Australia out here with the emus, but it's gonna be me and smokers. Don't play with me, smokers. Let me deposit some of this stuff. I don't need to carry this around me. They eat everything? No! I didn't realize. I thought they were just gonna eat my food. I didn't know they were gonna eat my rocks. I see how it's gonna be. In that case, I hate to say it, but I'm dismantling this. It's too close to him. It's way too close. Let's keep all the main resource piles, I guess, in the center of the village. I ain't playing with these smokers, y'all. So let's put this like right here. Day 4 survived with the smokers eating up all of my resources. Can we make it to 1 week without them eating my entire base up? We'll find out. Nerd. I love those videos. I feel like I wasn't really ever super into like a lot of history stuff until maybe like the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. And now I just, those types of videos, like the animated history, I eat those up. Also, it gives kind of a little bit of perspective on some of the survival crafting games. I feel like a lot of them are based in at least some sort of historical accuracy. Maybe not completely, but they'll have like, I don't know, hints or references. And it's always cool being like, wait a minute, I know about this. Hey, what's up, Merc? Did you build a boat yet? Not yet. Unfortunately, the smokers ate my stone cutter, or they're eating my stone. So I'm afraid that they might eat my boat if I make one. It looks like we get all the resources back though. So maybe not a complete waste of dismantling. It left my resource marker there. So you know that works. Emu Wars 2.0. That's what it's about to be. You watch those videos too. Yeah, they're really cool. A torch might help keep them away. We could try a torch. At the very least, it'll give them something to do. Let's make a bow, since we can make a bow. Smoker, your time is done. You won't be able to run from me because these arrows are about to catch you. Now, I didn't really use a bow last run, so this is gonna be pretty new to me in terms of a weapon type. Feeling quite hungry. Can we cook some more? Let's cook some smoker meats. Let's also cook. Can we cook mushrooms? Yeah, looks like they're cooking. All right, now that we have the stone cutter, we should go get another person so we can start summoning, and then we should build the workshop. And that'll be what allows us to start crafting tools and weapons. And then maybe we can get a hunter so we can get rid of these smokers. What do we need for a hunter? A hunter. I assume that would be advanced. Or was it in basic? And I'm just blind. Yeah, I'm blind. Hunter's Hut only requires Gatherer Hut. So we have to upgrade the Gatherer Pit, which we can't get until we get the Workshop Pit, which means we gotta get the Workshop Pit first. So this is what we gotta build next. Holy smokers, I did not have this problem with these guys last time. Smokers for days, smokers for days. Now the fun part's gonna be finding an area to fit all of our warehouses. Looks like it would fit here. My thought is wherever we're gonna be building around, we wanna have the warehouses around that. So we need like a flat area, which we could do right here. This could be the warehouse spot. Because we could put one like right here, and then we could put one up here. There are a lot of rocks that we'll need to clear out. We definitely could make it work. So let's start with one in this area. This is basically your resource storage, so any resources you'll be putting in the warehouse. And you can customize it to the point where you add storage buildings on top of the warehouses. So you add like food silos, or you add stick holders, resin holders, things like that. Put that on so we can see all the resources as they build it up. Hey, what's up, Alpheus? What's going on, man? How you doing? Also, Autumn with the upgraded tier 2. Thank you so much, Autumn. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Had to do it from my laptop. Phone was being a pain. I remember Catherine saying something that she was having problems with the membership thing on the phone. So I wonder if it, like the current app is like bugged or something. It wouldn't be the first time. Both medieval and Sengoku are historically accurate as far as you know. I feel like they're more accurate towards aesthetics than historical accuracy, but there's definitely some, I guess, accuracy involved. Like I could nitpick if I really wanted to, but it's like I just like the vibe of medieval. There's no like specific, they say like specific time periods or areas or world, and it's just like at the end of the day, you know, people are just making a game, having some fun. I think the biggest one I always hear about people were like, if this game is in the time period it's in, windmills wouldn't really make any sense. But I mean, I don't really care. I think they look cool. It adds to the vibe of the medieval aesthetics, and I feel like that's what at least those games specifically should focus on. Wonder if the issue was iPhone specifically. It could be, or it could have just been like a little bug. Now we need more Jotun stone, so let's go back out in the world and find some Jotun blood. Get our 4th villager. We're at day 4 and we have 3, so I feel like we're making some pretty good time on people. Jotun's blood, let's go. We also need that large stone, so I'll take the large stone over. It's so peaceful out here, not having to listen to smokers. I'm a little suspicious. They're planning something. Stone harvesting 10, nice. How many stone we got? We got 1. I might have left 1 on the ground, but to be fair, this one only dropped 1 too, so it might have only had 1 Jotun blood on it. I'm thirsty and I'm a little hungry. I burnt the food, no! Damn it. All right, well, we have coal. I literally was cooking that food because I was gonna eat it and I forgot about it. Well, what else do we have that we can cook up? Let's try mushrooms again. Take 2, take 2. All right, we got 5 mushrooms on the fire. We're gonna use the coal, which we got from burning our food, and use that to fuel our new food. Now we just need some rope. I think they'll get the long stick on their own. I need to get fiber. Doing great. Yesterday had its ups and downs. Got a pie from Julian Pie Company. Later you found out it was one of the granddaughters that was on the register. Oh, really? That's interesting. Now I'll be in SoCal, probably not in that same exact area, but I'll be in like the Anaheim area around September, because I'm going to BlizzCon this year. I was thinking it'd be cool if I like got a camera and I could like record some footage. But I'll see if that actually happens. Food is burning. Food. There's no way it burned that fast, right? I've only been gone for 30 seconds. All right, it got close, it got close, it got close. Throw another 5 on there. Oh, look at the mushrooms. Cooked mushrooms, more filling and stays fresh longer. I had to eat all 5. It barely did a dent. I need more. All right, I'll stay close. I'll stay close this time while I'm looking for some flax. I need a little bit of flax. Could ask a villager to barbecue. I need more people before I'll set them up for that. Unless I can have the builder do it. Which I don't remember if I can do that. Manage workers. Yeah, I can assign somebody in the barbecue, but I don't know if I want to do that yet. I got Irsa wood cutting. I got barn gathering. Hilda, I could have her cook, but realistically, I think I want to have her gather stone. Actually, barn should be stone because he's got rocker. Hilda should be, I guess, farmer later. Irsa's what she needs to be already. So yeah, let's swap some of these guys around. Stonecutter, I would like to be barn. And then gathering huts, gatherer pits. We'll set up Hilda. Eat up more of those mushrooms. I'll put more in storage here if it lets me. Oh, let me get this flax. You've been gathering flax for me. That works. With this, I can just make rope. And if we add it onto the warehouse here, I'll help build this up. Because now we're going to need to add more things on top of this. So this is when we add, I believe it's in storage, all the foods. So we can have a raw food silo, water barrel, cooked food, fish rack, bark, firewood, thatch. I would say we should get the basics first. So we should get a food silo, maybe a couple. Let's start with one. Now this is going to be built this wide, so let's put food silo right there. Add some supplies to it. I'll also start up a water barrel. Which I'll put next to it. And then maybe cooked food storage. Only costs some rope and some sticks, and we should have sticks over here. Yep. Remember a time when I forgot my cooking food on Sea of Thieves, burned your ship down by accident? Wait, can you actually do that? It's been a while since I played that game. That's a little unfortunate. All right, we got food silo. We have water barrel. I'm getting injured while working. And then I want even more rope, which we'll add onto this. Do not dismantle. And then we need a couple more sticks, which I used all the sticks up, so we gotta just get a bush. There's some flax over there. No, I just want sticks for now. Oh, I see you guys over there. More smokers. And one has a horn. Oh, they're attacking. I see you running in. You stay away from my... Oh, hell no. You turn around right now. You turn around. You stay away from my stuff. These guys playing too much. You know, we do need some fires. At least so I can see. So let's put a fire right here. Now, do we need to ignite these? Or are we gonna have to put fuel on them? Yep. Might need some extra fuel. Oh, that's bright. Okay, so if we get a couple of those, I don't know if it'll actually keep them away, but at the very least, we'll be able to see if anybody pulls up. Oh no, you're right. Provides light and keeps wildlife away. Yeah, okay, then we need these yesterday. Literally yesterday. We might have saved some of our food supplies or our rocks. I just need 3 pieces of wood. I think our woodcutter is sleeping, so probably won't be able to have them gather the sticks for us, but that's okay. These are berries. I don't need berries. We have a lot of berries already. Sure can burn your ship down. Takes like 5 minutes of burning food to do it, but yep. I've definitely accidentally sunk the ship a couple times. Just like manning the ship and all of a sudden it just filled with water. I'm like, where did this come from? All right, I hear them, but I think they're keeping their distance. We need more resin. What is this? Small stone. Did they change the lighting on the camp or the torches? Maybe I just didn't use them a lot, but they look a little different. Might as well sign a smoker to guard that food storage. Apparently, the torch will do the job itself, so we'll just build a torch per storage and hope it keeps them at bay. Oh yeah, look at this. It's lit out here. A lot more of a vibe. Let's do one more though. Maybe 2, because we could put one by the warehouse. But I think these ones are at least the most important. Because they're gonna approach from the side, probably they're gonna go around. So if we have this like right there. I'm gonna chop some trees down because I feel like we're running out of spruce trees. She was extra nice, went on closing time. No more apple pie, so I just asked about the frozen to bake ones and mentioned it was a tradition to go visit Julie on your birthday. So you got the cake, if you know, you know. She's crying about it because already had your card and phone ready. Oh, that's very nice of her. Oh, that's really cool. Can I chop these into more sticks? Maybe I should keep them around, but I don't know how many sticks you get from a single long stick. 2 and some bark. Maybe not. Supply. Let's build up another torch. The sun will probably be up soon, but we're not building the torches for that. Light it up. All right, the main storages are hopefully protected now. Like I said, we might need one for the warehouse, but I haven't seen them around this corner. Maybe this fire right here will keep this safe. It's kind of close. All right, it's a start. We have a water supply, raw food silo, cooked food silo. So now we can start, if we wanted to, we can move some of this stuff. Now, I don't know if it lasts longer in the raw food silo, but I'll put it in there. As much as I can fill, at least. Actually, this can fill a whole lot. I forgot how much space this has. Yeah, that's a lot of food. That's all of our raw food, I think. Yeah, that's not food. We don't have any veggies. All right, what's next on the list of things to build? We started the warehouse. We want to start the workshop now. The workshop pit. This will be our main producer. So let's put this like in the center here. If I can fit it. Like right there. I think that'll work. We're gonna be leveling it a bit, but now this spot will be fine. Because this is gonna be like where most people are gonna be crafting things. I think we had like 5 or 6 people working in this singular building last time. Day 5, let's go, let's go. We might actually make it to a whole week. I am very thirsty. Do I have any water? We can get some water. Grab a little drink here. I hear y'all, smokers, but I don't see ya. What? Did he just disappear? Oh, he's running. Why are you running? Where's the one with the horn? I don't want to chase him because there's like a bunch of them. Okay, wait, just wait for him. Ambush him. You've been caught, buddy. You know what that means. You better drop those horns. Or stop making babies because y'all are getting out of control out here. One or the other. No, come back. Please. Nope. There you are. Hey, are you hungry? All right, here you go. Eat this. An elusive one you are. As soon as I make arrows, we ain't doing this anymore. We ain't playing cat and mouse. Oh, what if I like get him like in this little corner here? Maybe you can't get through that. Couple hits. What if I like do a heavy? Get my stamina, chase him down and heavy. He might get stuck right here. Nope. You dang smokers. I'm so bad at getting these guys. All right, we got a hit. Just keep chasing him. Let me grab him and then make him go the other way. There we go. Chase him back to the base. Or die. That works too. Sorry, you will feed the village. Everybody's kind of hungry, I imagine. Grab some leather, some raw meat. And still no horn. Do I need a higher level knife to get the horn? Does having a higher level knife increase the chances of the horn drop? Careful, it's the water collector will be gone. Water collecting? What you talking about? I'm pretty sure they refill, right? From what I remember. You just need sticks and long sticks for that, so you're working on that. Let us go find more Jotun stones. We never got that next summon on the way. We're lagging behind on village summons. Not really. You could probably be fine going at this pace. I feel like I took a lot longer time summoning people last run. Build a fence box. Oh, like fence it all in. Honestly, that might be smart. What the hell is that? Oh, snap. But we can talk about this. I just wanted the resources. I just wanted the rocks. All right, you want this? Come catch these hands. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, and with the stun. That's too bad. That's too bad. This is my land now, Wolfar. Thor favors you, Wolfsbane. Even Thor thinks I'm built different. Your cat is questioning your game animal noises. Cat TV? Oh, these guys come with meat hunks too. So we could break these down and get even more raw meat. I forgot the wolves drop a lot of food. All right, why was I out here again? What was I doing when I got ambushed? Jotun blood, Jotun blood. Jotun blood. I've been completely flipped around, so I don't know where the node I was mining was. But I'll get a new one. I got room. We have room. Natural water collector. Oh god, is that another one? Can you not? Oh god, there's two of them. Okay. Noted. There's a wolf den over here. I don't want it. You can keep that Jotun blood. I'll go find some other Jotun blood in a wolf-free zone. I think we've been mostly going north for Jotun blood, so I don't know how many small rocks are going to be around here. Oh. Can we get another one? Looks like we got at least... Nah, we just got one from that. Unfortunate. It looks like we got a couple more around here, though. Once we get the workshop, I think that's when we can start making the better tools. And then mining and chopping down trees will go a lot faster. I wonder if we build a Jotun blood storage, if we send out the stone cutters, if they'll bring back some of the Jotun blood from the rocks. I don't remember if they used to do that. Oh God, another one. Why are you? I'm completely surrounded by wolves out here. Is it just you though? If it's just you. I could handle a single wolf. They will do it? All right, then maybe I should get a Jotun blood container also built in our warehouse so they can start bringing that stuff back to you. All right, they're coming, they're coming. I got my blood, I'm out of here. No longer feeling hydrated. We'll get something to drink when we get back. I have 3 stone. I don't remember if I had some in there already, so I'll just grab another set of 5. Here's another one. No tool, what the heck? Oh, I'm out of stamina. Just wait a little bit. Please, 2 rocks. All right, there's 1. 1 more, please. Save me the trip. Nope. We gotta get 1 more. All right, we're not getting too lucky on these Jotun blood drops now. Now this will definitely be enough here. And that'll be our 4th villager. I would say for the fourth person, we should either have them be in the warehouse or cooking food. Because now that we have all these people, food is going to be very important. Is that new? Is what new? Sorry, I completely missed that. Oh, the Jotun blood farming. I mean, I feel like it would make sense considering the Jotun blood is already in the rocks. I feel like you should just be able to set them to grab it. So in that case, yeah, we'll set up another thing in there and have them gather all the rocks for us. Then we won't have to worry about it. But we should have enough now for another summon. Looked like I had 3 already. Finia or Alvar. Finia has tireless vitality, allows to recover from fatigue and work through injuries more rapidly. Also, Sunrise Vigilant. Particularly fond of sunny days and recover my stamina slightly faster working in the sun. Versus Athlete, who has great stamina and a battle-scarred veteran, enhancing overall health. I think I'm gonna take tireless vitality. Recover from fatigue a lot faster. Get her in here, Finia. That does mean, though, we're going to need another shelter. When do we unlock cottages? We have to upgrade all 3 of the huts to get the cottage. So yes, we got some time before that's gonna happen. So let's do another hut right there. Let's level the floor. Uh-oh. All right, we are getting some help here. You work on that, I suppose. If you got nothing else to do. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need a storage person. So let's do, can we make it yet? Yep, Jotun blood storage in the warehouse. Let's go over to our warehouse here. And then throw Jotun blood storage in the corner. See if we can make some rope. Might need to grab some flax from this box here. I do want to get started on the farm as soon as possible, though. How have we not unlocked the farm yet? Maybe we have. No, we're missing gathering hut. So we got to upgrade the gatherer. So I think that's what we're going to do next. Take some of those. Let me pin this so I can see what we need. Looks like just some sticks. I'll chop some trees down or see how much wood we got. I imagine they've used most of it. They don't need a lot of leisure time, just work and sleep. 6 hours sleep, 1 hour leisure, 16 work, 1 hour leisure. And that doesn't make them have issues with doing their job or their mood. I think I have them, or at least I have a couple of them set to 12 hours. I might have to remake the presets. Yo, 16-hour work days, no leisure. Bro, these Vikings built different out here. All right, shelter has all of the sticks. It is dark again, so I think we need to light all of our fires again, right? Ignite. I have no fuel. There you go. Add a resin. If we had a villager that focused on fires, I think they would do this themselves, but we don't, so I'll just add these to the flames. We got a lot of resin out here, actually, so this works. I remember having stupid amounts of resin last run, so maybe we make a resin storage. Oh wait, did you just light this yourself? Maybe they do it. I thought you had to set them as a fire keeper or whatever. We need all the bark we can get. I think 7. And that'll finish up the next shelter. The person from the Eye of Odin should be here in 30 seconds. Builders will do it. Oh wait, yeah, builder and the fire job were the same, weren't they? I forgot how much builders actually do when you don't set them up as a job. But actually, are they even builders? Nah, see, they're not even builders. One's a stone cutter, wood cutter. Wait, no, Hilda's a builder. Never mind. I take that back. We do have a builder. Hilda, I want to put you somewhere else, though. Even though you're sleeping. Let's put her in. Or let's check out the new lady first. Pina, wildling, hearty appetite, green thumb, good at gardening, athlete, tireless vitality, sunrise, vigilant. Okay. Well, we need somebody to work here, so. Stone cutter pit already has a barn. Who's in the woodcutter? That should be Irsa. And then we don't have anybody gathering anymore because we moved barn out of it. So I will put Hilda, since she's got one. And then I'll give the new lady her house, so she's not homeless. And yeah, let's set her in the warehouse. So Fina, you are a warehouse worker, warehousing. Let me put those other Jotun blood in here. We'll have to go get some more soon. I think we're fine for now. What was the one guy or last stream that got pissed off because he had no leisure? I remember he kept sucking out his soul when he died. Oh, who was that? Was that Torsten? That might have been Torsten. It was always the same guy. Every time I died or he just left, I was like, all right, bring him back in. Bro really thought he could leave. I was like, sorry, brother, I need a host. Yeah, that was funny. I'm pretty sure it was Torsten, at least. He makes a little cameo in the ASKA video I'm posting tonight. I think when I was like looking at stats and stuff, he was just around, so I pulled him up. Old Torsten. Are these more sticks? I need 3 sticks. Hero of the village. I mean, if you think about it, he pretty much did the most. He made the ultimate sacrifice like 2 or 3 times. Should build a smoker kill box fence. Oh, I broke my hammer. I didn't think about that. Just instead of having to fence everything around when I want to get the smokers, I just drag them into the box and kill them. That's not a bad idea, actually. I never thought about that. Let me finish up some of the jobs I have right now first, though. Else I'm gonna overwhelm myself. Oh! I just kicked that tree. I think we're almost at day 6. Also, I should throw it out there once again, y'all. Shout out the ASKA devs for paying the king's tax in sponsoring the stream today. Like I said, we're gonna be doing we're gonna have a ASKA video that I'm gonna be posting a little bit later. I think maybe 15-30 minutes after I end stream here. And if you want to check out the game on sale or see the new Hearth and Honey update, check out the link in the pinned comment or in the description. You can see all the new stuff they added. I can show a little bit of it right now, but they have added a tier 3 tavern. I think in basic production here. The tavern house, an improvement over the tavern hut, allows you to serve mead, serves 1 to tier 4 building or tier 4 food, and provides the full belly tier 3 buff. And then I think they also added some honey makers. These ones we haven't really looked at. It's a bit more later in game, so I don't think we'll get to them today. But you can get a bee house, which requires a wild beehive in order to be constructed. Will constantly produce honey once built, but won't store more than 1 unit of honey. Drastically reduces area desirability. Nobody likes being stung by bees. So don't build your bees by the houses. That's for sure. Giggling at the one time he saw you come and then turned and ran and you had to chase him. I forgot about that. That was funny. Fingers crossed, if we find somebody named Torsten, we'll drag him back into the village. We're not gonna let that man get away so easily. There we go. All right. Jotun blood container has been built. I don't know why there's a Jotun blood on the ground here, but I'll take it. Let's shove it in the Eye of Odin. We need 2 more. Let's also cook some food. Ignite this guy up. Because I have some meat here that needs cooking. I'll throw the rest in the raw food silo. I love how every time we play one of like these survival colony management games, there's always like one person or a named villager that becomes like a main character. And Torsten was the ASKA one. I remember Arv, I remember Ragna. I think Ragna was one of my better fighters. Arv was a good, I think, woodcutter. Barbecued. Geffian favors you. I can't gather any of this stone, but I'm assuming that means the barbecue finished. So let's grab some food. It's just OP isn't too handy. Yeah, we might, that could be the downside. We might just get a really bad statted Torsten. But you know, that's the fun of it. That's the challenge. All right, eat some food. Let's grab a little drink. It is a new day, day 6. How come I can't eat this? There we go. What is the, there's a exclamation mark up here. Oh, we're out of pickaxes and axes. That's not good. I can solve that though. Let's get a storage. We want a tool storage. Clothing, leather seed, smoke coal, crafting die, weapon and tool rack. Because then I can manually make the tools at the start and throw them on the rack, and then they'll just gather them as they need them. No need. I mean, I'm gonna need it eventually, so why not? Realistically, yeah, I could just put it in their hands, but if I'm gonna need the storage eventually, we might as well get that out of the way. Hey, what's up, Woodland Crow? What's going on? How you doing? We out here chopping some trees, playing some ASKA. Workshop has storage. They finished that? Oh, maybe they did. They might actually have finished it. We need to get another worker for this building, probably. Actually, not even probably, definitely. Oh, we could make the tier 2 ones. Tier 2 pick, tier 2 axe, tier 2 road maker, heavy club. So these are all the new tools we can make. Yeah, instead of making the handcrafted tools, if we can make tier 2 tools, that's hard to say. If we can make tier 2 tools in our workshop, let's do that instead. Alrighty, let's check it. What do we need? We are going to need rope, sticks, and stone blades. So let's go get some fiber. We can make it into rope. That'll be like 50 rope, I think. Rope maker. Let's go, let's go. Get them logs coming in. Yeah, we need some logs. Looks like they're chopping stuff down. Well, actually, they got a full stack of long sticks up in here. All right, let me shove. I think we want small materials. And then we just need stone and sticks. So I'll take all these sticks. Now, if I have them all in the storage, can I craft with them with the stuff inside of it? I think I can. Okay. So then we just need to get some stone. Oh, snap. No. No. Turn around. Who said you could come over here? All right, you leave me no choice. I gotta do it to you again. Why are you running? Oh, you're trapped. You fool. You know, we don't need a fence. We can just put him in this corner here and he won't know what to do. Maybe that's the play. All right, we have this little island we can use. That'll totally work. Did I get a horn yet? Still no horn. It's rough out here, y'all. We might just need a better knife or just keep trying till we have better luck. Put some of this food away. Let me go find some bigger rocks that I can break down to. Yo, look at all these wells. Water source, water source, water source. All right, well, I know where the water area is gonna be. What is wrong with you guys? I kill one of you and 4 more show up. That's it. How will you be able to breed if you have no boys? One of you is gonna drop the horn eventually, right? These guys are literally multiplying. Great farm spot. Unintentionally, but yeah, we got a lot of food if we need it. Nope, turn around. Nope, come back. Back in the corner. All right, hopefully he doesn't drop his stuff in the water this time, so I'm gonna pull him out a little bit. Another one. I hate to do it to you, but you're a bit of a nuisance right now. Let's cook up this meat. I'll throw a charcoal in here as well, because we don't have any fuel. All right, that's cooking. There's got to be some rocks around here somewhere that we can harvest. I remember these big ones we have to blow up, right? So we can't ever mine those with a pick. We gotta get the bombs. These ones we can mine, but I need a better pick for that one. Yeah, they may eat all of our food, but at least we can make food out of them. The problem is if they start eating all of our resources that aren't food, that I wouldn't be too crazy about. I think I'm gonna need more than 5 small stone. because we're gonna need at least one of each, maybe two if I want to have my own. You can break the small stone ones around them with building rain collectors. So if you like put a rain collector next to it, it breaks it? I'll have to try that. Why are you sitting on the job? I'm getting thirsty and hungry. Well, go get some food. I probably just burnt some. Yep. Wait, no, it's not burnt. Surprise, surprise. Now let's put it in the cooked food. There you are. Now you got something to eat if you're hungry. Oh God, they're back. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Can I make a large stone axe? All right, come on down. I got this axe for you. All right, keep your eyes peeled. I don't see him. But I know where you guys come from. Oh, okay, I hear him. Oh, there they are. Don't you dare. Can I light this up so they stay away? I don't know if they'll actually stay away during the daytime. I hope so. It might be good. Here, I'm gonna sit back and see what happens. See if they approach. I see them moving, but it looks like they get like right there and then they run back. So we might be, I think the fire might actually work. I'm watching. I'm watching. Yeah. All right, then let's just do that. Every time we get attacked, we just ignite the torches around the storages. And I think this one will be fine because then they would have to go around. And I don't know if they know how to go around. So let's make some more stone blades. We're gonna need another two-handed axe. Don't do it. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Don't do it. Yeah, turn around. All right, the tool rack is on the back. I remember this. So I'll give them the tier 1 axe, the tier 2 axe. I'll go unlock or get some more stone blades so I can make another tier 2 pick. And then I'll make a couple picks and give them both the old and new ones. Keep one of the new ones for myself. And I definitely don't remember the smokers going this crazy this early on, but it might be because we're so close to them that they're just, even when a smoker pack isn't coming up, they're always here. I really should just leave these large stone and not break them down, because you can use these for higher level builds later. Let's pick up multiple. Get some more stone. 5 more. I feel like that should be a good amount. Now, actually, 5. We need a total of 5 per, I think, tool. So we're gonna need another 10. I should have made the pick first, because then I could have mined these bigger stones. Honestly, what if I just do that right now? So I can make 1, and then I'll just go take it and mine the bigger rocks. Let's build tier 2 large stone pickaxe. Let's equip this guy up. Looks like it already auto-equipped it. We'll put the old pick away. Where is it? What? What do you want, Smoker? Maybe they want to be friends. Maybe they just want us to tame them. If we tame the smokers, then we'll have smilk. And we can drink this milk. Yeah, now we can get the big rocks. Now that officially we have the tier 2 tools, we can get the large Jotun stone, the large Jotun clumps. And I think with these axes, you can chop down the hardwood trees. So that'd be like birch, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, we need the tier 3 axe for birch. So we still gotta wait before we can chop down birch trees. You're gonna use birch trees a lot later for in the workshop, because you're gonna be breaking down the hardwood into like beams and planks and stuff like that. Some of them use regular old wood, but some of them need the higher level wood. Coward Hunter's Hut does the same. Which one should I get first then? Maybe Hunter Hut, because that one would also be a job, I guess. Because then they would bring in the meat hunks, right? I don't know if the towers would do that. Oh, wooden altar. What was that? Hush now, Smoker. Used by villagers to gather around and tell stories, I recall. We had a couple of those. I just don't remember using them much. My spoiled food just spoiled. Fantastic. Well, let's make some more blades. Finish up these tools for the villagers. And then they can keep gathering equipment for us. What do I need? I need one more stick. If you don't mind, I'm taking your loot. The villagers are definitely gathering stuff now, so we should be pulling from the huts and things like that now. Fishing hut would be a better option for the summer. Oh yeah, it's officially summer now. I didn't notice it changed. 8 days of summer. Can we build a fishing hut on the lake? Is that possible? I've never built next to a lake before, so I haven't tried. I don't assume I've unlocked the fishing hut yet either. Let's start the gathering hut, if I remember, because that's what we need for the farm. Yeah, the gathering hut. And gathering is here. So at the very least, we could start upgrading. Nah, don't break it down. Logs, long sticks, large stone, small stone, sticks, and bark. So that's gonna be a bit of resources. Let's go get a builder to help us. we can get the rocks really close to the base now. Hey, what's up, Catherine? What's going on? How are you doing? Then you need to place it, then you dismantle, and it clears the small rocks by the big one. Hey, let me start the summoning, we'll try. Grab the small stone. Let's keep harvesting. I was gonna say, there's no way this only gives me 1 Jotun blood. Even only, what, 2 from a big rock? That doesn't seem right. I got bad luck out here. Bjorn or Nana. Retired bowman with bear power, heavy hitter, heavy eater, increased strength but tend to eat more than the norm. Or rocker and daylight devotion. Nana. Whoa, Nana. Welcome to the village. Summon her up. And I guess build another shelter. I had it fit for a second, but it might be a little extra having it there. So let's maybe put it by the coast, or maybe on this side. And let's pin this recipe. Let me try this out, because I wanna see. You said take a rain collector. And I don't need to build it, but if I put it near one of the rocks, it'll delete it. You're talking about these small rocks, right? Oh, look at that, yeah. Leveled. Okay, that's cool. When we start building closer to this rock, we'll probably level some of these smaller rocks around. Let me get this shelter set up because I don't think I have anybody helping me here. Maybe our woodcutter doesn't have a job and needs something to do. Because I see you have an exclamation mark. What's happening? Oh, they were full. They're not full anymore because I'm taking resources. Okay, this works. I can just pull some of their stuff and then they'll go back to work. It would be cool. I know it probably is a little extra. I don't know how they would code it. But it'd be cool if they were done doing their job or they didn't have anything to do. They would like default to builder or something. Doing good. Missed this game. Yeah, it's been a while since we've played ASKA, hasn't it? I think we were saying it was last September. So it's been about 7 months, I think. I think since we played last, there's been 2 big updates. There's been like the Seaborne Raiders update. So that one added boats and traveling to islands and stuff. And then this update that came out today is the Hearth and Honey update, which adds like beehives, mead making, a tier 3 tavern. And I think beehives that you can gather up in the marshlands. So it also has to do with the kind of the seaborne stuff. I don't think we'll get to the beehives in this stream, but maybe in the later game we could try doing them in the future. Go find some beehives. Find you in now. Want to play some ASKA? Hey, we made it to day 7, y'all. Day 7. I build in the same place. We're on a brand new map seed, so the map is completely different. Initially, I was looking on the coast, trying to find like an area that was by the water and had a cave like the last time. But I didn't find anything, so I went inland a bit and I found a large lake rather. So I decided, you know, let's just build by like inland. Do something a little bit different than we normally do. What are we missing for this? Stick, 2 rope, and a long stick. I guess we're just gonna be pulling out a lot of these long sticks. Throw it on. Nana has entered the village. Nana's gonna be a builder, so I'm not even gonna assign her to anything, so she can just get started. Maybe she'll help build up her house. But Nana, her skills: green thumb, daylight devotion, rocker, stout constitution, and a summer angler. What is with all the summer anglers? We have 3 summer anglers. We might have to become a fishing village at this rate. Everybody is an angler. I need some rope. Hopefully there's some fiber in here. There is not. I gotta go out and get some. Mondays are your lazy day to code and chill, but yeah, I forgot this was coming out today. I don't know if there was like an announcement or at least maybe I missed it if there was like an official announcement on like the time. It might have just been like a surprise. Maybe I just missed the memo. Do you have the game, Alpheus? I don't remember if you've played it before in the past. Oh snap, we're being attacked by wolves. We survived a week in the village and now they're sending them. All hands on deck, y'all. I don't think anybody's gonna be helping us. I think it's all on us. All right, where are they? Nana was spooked by a wolf. Uh-oh. Yo, that hurt. Team, I'm coming. Body him. Let's go, let's go. I thought you guys were gonna run away in fear. I didn't realize y'all were gonna help. Good job, team. We're gonna be eating good tonight. 2 at most. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I swore they always didn't defend themselves. But maybe it's different when you're in the village. Your mule and Medieval Dynasty just jump scared you. Look how you just haul animals around this game. Oh, Jimothy. I wonder what Jimothy's doing these days. It'd be cool if you get nickname villagers in this. I don't know if that's actually a thing. Got some leather scraps. The meat hunks. I don't know about the meat hunks. Deposit these. Give me that fiber back so I can make some more rope. I think they might have done it for me though, so no need. Still, take your fiber. Let me shove the rope in this guy. Oh, that's why they were able to get rope. I had some. Well, let's put all the small items in here. Now they just need bark and logs. I'll leave you to that, honestly. I'll chop some bigger trees down because we need the big logs, right? That's what you use the tier 2 axe for. It was the bigger fir trees. Who's the sacrificial follower? We're still keeping our eye out for Torsten if we get a Torsten to summon. But so far, we don't got one yet. We don't have a sacrificial lamb like we did like the last run. I feel like this time around though, since I know a bit more about the game, I probably wouldn't have as big of issues with the fights. That being said though, the raids and some of the bosses could still be a little challenging. And now that I'm playing as ASKA, I think my stats are a little different. All right, 1 log. 2 logs. Found that if they attack the homes, the villagers will get involved. Ah, I see, I see. I was like, I swore they didn't always jump into the rescue and you had to like set them up specifically. But I'm glad that they at least, you know, last ditch effort they fight. This will give us the tier 2 gatherer hut. There we are. Which means now we can build the farm. So farm, I would say, should go in a flat area. If workshop is over there, warehouses are gonna be in this area. Maybe we put the farm right here. Right here. Right here. I'll find a spot. Yeah, guys, if you want to learn more about the new ASKA update, be sure to check out the link in the description or the pinned comment right there. I think that'll pull you up to the Steam page, and that'll show you like the new update that shows all the new stuff that came out. We need a meat hunk rack because there's a bunch of meat hunks on the ground. What's going on here? Oh, it pulled the worker out. Hilda, back in you go. You ain't done. And then we also want meat hunk rack. Let's place this right there. All right, you got a job, right? What does it say that you're doing? I was attacked by a wolf on my way to work. I'm starting to get hungry. Maybe you just don't have anything to do. Would you like to do something? Fina? Here. For now, Fina, I'm gonna move her. You have an 8 in gathering, so you know, help gather. We need, I'm sure there's a lot we need to get. Settlement issues, stonecutter is full, not producing axes and picks, but I'm pretty sure we have some, so. The only way we're gonna get rid of that problem is if we set up a workshop person to craft tools. So we need to get another summon going, I think. Thought they all did get involved to protect the village. I think that's why we were trying to get the smoker horn, right? Because if you get the smoker horn, you can, there are like specific calls that either engage everybody or disengage everybody from combat. I remember I feel like I wasn't too familiar on how to deal with villagers in terms of fighting. That was something I wasn't completely understanding of by the time we ended the run. What's going on, dude? What you need? Barn storage space is full. Here. Give me those rocks. We need rocks to make stone blades. We can shove the stone blades in here. And now we should be able to make... We might need more sticks. Yeah, we need more sticks, but then we can make the... I guess the second set of tools. Take some of these, get a drink. Make the pick. And then for the axe, they need 2 more sticks. We got any sticks on the ground? Yeah, we got some. 2 exactly. Oh, the smokers are back. Turn around, smokers. Nobody asked you to come over here. Go back home. I don't believe these guys. All right, at the very least, they have another 2 tools to deal with, so even though we're not producing, when their tools break, they'll have a separate one to work with. Let me pin the farm. Just so I can see it here. You can take tools from the villagers. Some of them use their axes and pickaxes. I mean, if they need to put their old ones back and grab the new ones, I'm sure they'll figure it out. I believe in them. They've already filled up the storages, so it seems like they're doing a pretty good job at getting work done. But we should start summoning our 6th villager. At least get ready to do so. Believe it or not, y'all, we might be wrapping it up soon. Because of the sponsored stream we did today, we'll probably be doing some more, probably be doing a lot more streams than we usually do this weekend, or this week. Because like I said, we're gonna be doing some, I got a plan for a birthday stream tomorrow of my own stuff I want to do, of a different game that's coming out. Thursday, we'll probably go back to what we were doing on the weekend. But if you guys do really want to see some more ASKA, and some non-sponsored ASKA, be sure to pay that king's tax, drop a like on the video, y'all. We've done a full run of ASKA in the past, so it's not like it's our first time playing. So if you want to see that, you can always watch that too. But it'll be fun to do another fresh ASKA run. Alright, there's another 3 Jotun. Woo, April birthdays. Let's go, let's go. I have so many friends that have birthdays in April, feels like. Also, you never streamed it, but you were testing episode uploads. Just too much time on editing at the time. Got it, got it. Yours was a few days ago. Happy late birthday, Autumn. Shout out all the April birthdays out there. I got a couple friends whose birthday is actually today. I gotta send them a message. But I think once we get the farm, all we really need to do is set up a farmer and then get the farms going. And then we should have a good amount of raw resources coming in, and winter and setting up for clothing should be a breeze. I feel like we might still have to be a bit more proactive on the flax farming. I don't remember, but I feel like you can only farm flax in spring, right? Maybe I'm wrong. But we definitely need to be more proactive on flax farming this year, just so we can get some basic clothes for everybody, else they are all gonna freeze to death at night. Not doing anything with family for your birthday? My family's all 3,000 miles away. I might get Texas Roadhouse after stream, or maybe like the day after, I don't know. So I'll definitely still be going out to eat and getting some food, spend some time with family. I've already got a couple of them saying that they're sending me stuff in the mail, so it's all good. I think it'll be fun. What game am I missing and really want? That's a tough question, man. I couldn't say. I'd have to think about that. I got a wish list full of games, but to be fair, I feel like I also just use my wish list for keeping an eye out for updates, because if you wish list them, it'll show you like when new updates come out. But I mean, it is the medieval fest. I think you can see, if you look on, since you're friends with me on Steam, you can see which games I have and don't have. I always like new medieval or survival crafting games. Spring is berries, garlic, onion, and flax. I see. Already checked its 130 plus wish list. Yeah. My wish list isn't really like, oh, I want this game. It's more like, oh, I want to keep an eye out for if this game's doing updates or releases. Three minutes till our next summon. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I do like this lake build though. I've never built near a lake before, so I think it'd be cool continuing this and doing another base, but around a smaller water source rather than a bigger water source. I want to test Alaska Gold Fever. They send me a code. I didn't play it though. I'll be honest. Something else was happening at the time, so I did something else. Was excited for Renown, but it turned out to be a shit show. Yeah, the release of that game was brutal. I really wanted to stream that one, but yeah, it was not polished at all. If the game is not good, I'm not gonna play it. Like, if I don't enjoy it, I'm just not gonna play it on stream. That's why I think this ASKA was a special case, because it's like, I also just like playing the game, right? But if I don't really enjoy it, I don't really feel like, I don't know, trying to show it off. That one wasn't, Alaska at least wasn't because I didn't enjoy it. It was more so I was busy doing other things. I feel like I've been jumping around a lot of games lately. I would like to at least finish some of the games that I'm playing, you know what I mean? Yeah, guys, I think we're gonna be wrapping it up right here. We've been going for about 3 hours. If you guys want to check out some more ASKA, check out the new update. Check out the link in the pinned comment or in the description. That should take you to the page and show you some stuff about the new update that added the new tavern tier, added beehives, and added mead making. Once again, shout out ASKA devs for sponsoring the stream, y'all. Paying the king's tax. But if you guys would like to see some more non-sponsored ASKA, be sure to pay the king's tax. Drop a like, drop a sub, leave a comment. I always love coming back to ASKA, seeing what's going on. I definitely want to do another full run of ASKA before, or maybe around the 1.0 update. I think that might be coming out this year. So definitely expect some more ASKA on the channel, y'all. Right now it's 20% off, I think, during this medieval festival update that they're doing on Steam. So if you want to get it while it's, I think, 20 bucks right now, be sure to see that right there. It's always fun hanging out with you guys. Monday is definitely not the usual day I'm streaming. We will be streaming tomorrow, though. I think we're playing Enshrouded. I believe the new Enshrouded update comes out tomorrow. If it is, I think we're doing that. If not, maybe we'll play more Windrose, or maybe we'll play more ASKA. You never know. But I'm pretty sure the Enshrouded update's tomorrow, so we'll be playing some of that. Thanks everybody for hanging. It was a lot of fun. Once again, shout out Thunderful Games for paying the king's tax and sponsoring the series or the episode. Oh, also, before I even forget, I also have a video I'm gonna be posting for ASKA that'll probably drop in like 2 minutes. So if you want to see some my mistake videos, the mistakes I've made along the way that I've learned from, that will help you probably throughout your ASKA journey, be sure to check out that. Welcome, boss, to the village. Boss is officially here. He's a thirsty giant, resilient surge, snow strider, harvest blessing, and retired bowman. So he's good at harvesting crops. He drinks a lot. He's got a large health pool. He's resilient. So he'd probably be a good fighter. Maybe a ranged fighter of some kind. I don't know. Boss seems decent. Nah, no worries, Catherine. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be playing some more games tomorrow. It's always good chatting with y'all. Nah, see you around, Bon. Have a good one. Thanks, dude. Appreciate y'all stopping by. It's one of my pet peeves, not finishing a game. You need to feel that satisfied, finished feeling. Exactly. I like trying to at least get through a game. At the very least, we've beaten ASKA before, right? So we've been through it. But I definitely think we'll be playing another run sometime this year. But until tomorrow, y'all, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Enshrouded. Take care, y'all.